Today on Weenie and B, Greenseeker. Yeah, Greenseeker is a 1 green mana for a 1/1 elf Spellshaper. Now, Spellshapers were a creature type from long ago. They allowed you to duplicate an effect by paying a cost and discarding a card from your hand. Essentially, that meant your dead draws later on when you did not need that card. If you had a creature out that had the effect you wanted, you could do it. They also made these into a Magus type effect for other creatures. Basically, the idea was you had an effect and you put it on a creature that made a very powerful effect less powerful by putting it on the creature and thereby more likely to see print. In this case, Greenseeker has 1 green mana, tap, discard a card, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Essentially, that means you can shuffle the top card of your library to put out to change your Sylvan Library effect or Miri's Guile effect or any number of things that lets you, perhaps even Scroll Rack, which lets you move the cards from your hand to your library by switching them out. And if there were cards you didn't need, that's what Greenseeker was really good at. It would shuffle your library for you. But one of the things you had to keep in mind was Greenseeker also allowed you to get your lands out of your library and essentially into play. If you didn't have a land to play and you needed something to cast your Hydras or your commander or even your tiny leader, or you needed a specific color, you could do it because Greenseeker got out on your first turn. On your second turn, you paid that 1 green mana again, discarded a card, get exactly the land you needed. Essentially, you were not getting mana screwed. You got exactly what you needed in order to cast your spells later on. And that's why it was such a good card. Although it's not that expensive. In fact, it's just a decent creature in general, but getting it out in Commander can really turn the tides of battle. Or at least the early game, making sure you get what you need. Decent in 5-color decks, decent in 2 or 3-color decks. Being able to cast your high-cast creatures, being able to play a land every turn is an advantage that actually is, well, like I said, it's an advantage. So I hope knowing this card exists has inspired you to put this card into a deck or at least appreciate the effect that this card can do. And hope you're having a wonderful morning, a wonderful afternoon, or a wonderful evening, and hope tomorrow is even better. Good games, everyone.